Hey everyone, welcome to Game 4 of the PsiStorm Cup, hosted by Western Digital. This is a $5,000 tournament. My name is HD Phoenix. I forgot to say that, but I can't wait for this game to get started because this is on Delta Quadrant. And this is the grand finals. It is going to be Oxygen versus Glade, Singapore versus Australia for a huge prize pool. And once again, it's going to be on a relatively Terran favorite map. Because if you look at this map, the natural is super exposed. Like you put a bunker here, a bunker here. The Terran's going to be fine, but for the Zerg, because it's so exposed, it's going to be very easy to snipe out. There is an in-base natural, but it has this destructible rocks. There are goals nearby, but again a destructible rock, and you can't really get this natural because it is high ledge. It's just like Lost Temple. You drop tanks, you drop a SCV. He builds a bunker for Marines. He gets a missile turret. It's a nightmare. So I want to see if Glade is going to go for that early expansion because, again, early expansion on this map is hard to hold because Oxygen could go for that one barracks, get a tech lab very, very quickly, and pump out one Marine to deal with that early drone. Once that drone is dead, drop the tech lab, get two Marauders, get conch shells, and you can deny this expansion really, really fast. Or you can go Reapers. Reapers work really, really well on Oxygen's second game on Scrap Station, and this map is even easier to Reaper rush. Even though this is patch 1.1, I know the Reaper does take 5 seconds more to come out, but look at that. Glade Scout is going to go in the wrong way, but yeah, even though the Reaper does come out later, it's still effective. It's still really, really effective. And this Overlord, did he even see that SCV? I think he did. Then this Overlord should be moving over here to see what he's building. But this Overlord is going to decide, okay, I found Oxygen's base. I'm going to just chill out by the natural. And Oxygen's going to come over here. And yes, once again, we see a 15 hatch, 14 pull by Glade. And a lot of people ask me, what is a 15 hatch 14 pool? It's when you have 15 food right up here. On your 15 drone you make a hatch, and then on your 14 worker, because when you make a Zerg building, it uses up the drone, so you go from 15 to 14, and then the next drone you make a pool. But look at that, heavy on the drones, and Glade just knows it. Like, he has his Overlord here, and this SCV needs to run for his life. And yeah, this is not going to be any early pressure by Oxygen. He has two Marines out, but remember, drones are very, very, very sturdy early game because they have 40 health. They have almost the same health as a Marine. They actually, do the drones move faster? Yeah, the drones move faster. Drones move as fast as a Zergling. So this is actually able to catch up to this Marine, punch him in the face a few times, and this is Marine stopped to fight. He would have actually been killed because surrounded by death by drone. What a humiliating way. Join the army, they says. Be a Marine. Die by a worker. Definitely not what they signed up for. But these Marines are... Yeah, they are going to actually pick up this Overlord. I think Oxygen, knowing good sense... actually, he wasn't. He was actually going to go for the in-base hatchery, and then he's going to come over here and say, oh, look, present Overlord! And it's going to be a free kill. This Zergling is just going to come up here. He's going to want to see is there a factory, but there's no factory over here. What some Terran players is going to do is they can get a tech lab over here, get a factory over here, and get another tech lab over here. And what this does is it makes it baneling proof because you get a bunker over here, you have one tech lab, two tech labs, a factory, so they can't bust that way. You have a supply depot and a bunker over here, and it makes it very, very safe. But he's going to hide his factory. He's going to go straight into Starport, and if Glade doesn't see this, he could be in a lot of trouble because in Glade's mind, he's like, okay, Oxygen really likes this. Early barracks push into early factory push, so he's going to be expecting Helens. There goes the spine crawler. But if Oxygen skips his Hellion play and goes straight into Banshees, I don't know if he's going to be ready for it because remember, Zerg doesn't have any anti-air until lair except Queens, and Queens die to Banshees really, really quickly because Queen only has 175 health and a Banshee does 24 damage per shot, and you can micro the Banshee quite well. And he has two Queens, one at each base, but because there are no creep, the Queens are essentially by themselves. They're not going to be able to support each other, and if he's going to be able to get two Banshees out, look at that, very, very nice. The factory building, the tech lab, and this is a Banshee rush, and unless Glade is going to sack an Overlord to see this, he's not going to be prepared. And this is going to be a game-breaking mistake. This supply depot was not. This Zergling is going to see the Banshees. This is horrible news for Oxygen. Oh my God. Okay, if you look on the income, Oxygen basically sacrificed his early expansion to get out these star pods really, really quickly, and he needed to hide that tech, and that tech was not hidden. There's the Evo Chamber by Glade. There's going to be 3 Spall Crawlers around every base, and he's getting extra queens, and wow, that's such a mistake. I still can't get over it. Yeah, there goes the Sprawl Crawlers, and these early Banshees, Oxygen should just cancel these Banshees and get a command center, swap the factory for this, and just go biomech, because it's over, it's done. Banshees are like Reapers, remember. A lot of people says Terrans are a cheesy race, Oxygen is a cheesy player. It's not a cheesy race, it's not a cheesy player. It's just that the way Terran is built is they have a lot of, how would I say this? It would be like strong versus one unit, but weak against another. Have you ever played those old RTS games where you would those old arcade games where you would put in 50 cents and then there would be one guy that would be really, really fast but that shit damage, and then there'd be another guy who would like big, strong, and tank but does moves really slow, and then you have the hero in the middle that's all round. Zerglings are all round. They are, you can get them against pretty much anything. Roaches are pretty much all round. But Terran has a lot of these funky units. Like Hellions are really strong against light units, but they're garbage against anything else. Banshees are really, really strong if you have no any anti-air, but they're garbage against anything else. And look at these Banshees. These Banshees, they got 2 kills, but that's it. Well, how much does a Banshee cost, man? I don't play Terran. 150 minerals and more importantly 100 gas. All these 4 Banshees could be 4 tanks right now. And yeah, he could be making a push right now with 4 tanks and do a lot of damage. But you go Banshees and nothing much is really done from it. Glade is going to overreact because and making a lot of static defenses. And a very, very nice creep spread, because yeah, he does know that Oxygen does like this early push. And remember, because he's not even making a command center. Glade knows that, okay, if I can survive for the next 5 minutes, I win, automatically win. And look at that, so many queens. There are a lot of Banshees for these Marines, and there are no mutas on the way, so the only anti-air he has are queens. These Banelings don't have speed, and they kill every single Marine, and the hooks are done. And yeah, Banelings on creep are very, very fast. You must remember, without Stimpack, do these Marines even have Stimpack? They don't. And that's why the Banelings were able to catch, and even the Banelings running into the Hellions. Hellions are like, they do take bonus damage from the Banelings, and these Queens are healing like a champ, and who said Mass Queens is a bad strat? And these Queens are doing fantastic work against these Banshees, really softening them up, and yeah, that's it. I think that is game. Looking at the income tab, 41 harvesters over 17. Glade only needs to be defensive right now. He only needs to make defensive units, and if Oxygen doesn't take a base really, really soon, he's going to be mined out. These minerals start at 2,500 minerals. They are down to, no, I'm sorry, they start at 1,500 minerals. They are down to 800. So he has half his minerals left. He is going very, very gas heavy. Very few units on the minerals because he is going such a gas heavy army. But I don't know, man, because you see, if he gets a command center, Glade's going to take a third and just overpower him anyway. He needs to make a push to end the game right now, but with 4 Banshees and 6 Marines and a lot of static defenses, lots of creep. Banelings with speed, they move at a speed of 4. Oh, well, technically 3.75. And a Stim Marine moves at 3.3, so they're going to be able to catch up to a Stim Marine who's running for his life, and the Marine stays there, he's just going to die. And Oxygen is going to try for a drop, but I think it's too little too late. I have no idea. Oxygen's such a good player. I really respect him. He's so good. Look at this, going for all in. He knows that there is no going to be any Hydras or any Spire right now. So if he can push in and do a lot of damage, basically this was how he won against Red Archon with a very Banshee heavy army, because but the thing is because of all these Spore Claws in the base, and Banshees are very, very paper, and he has no cloak, and one Banshee goes down, he's going to be able to kill a lot of these Queens. This is all the anti-air that Glade has. But again, yeah, you were able to kill it, but he's just buying time. The Spire is up. He needs to kill the Spire right now. There are 9 mutas on the way, and he's dropping the Marines. The Bailings are coming in. And, yeah, that Marine job is not going to do very much. But the only thing